Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog. It's Tuesday, is it? Yeah, it's Tuesday, August 17th, and in the recent video you have already seen, because I have really no idea when this vlog is going to be up. My glasses are terrible dirty, but never mind, I need to live with that for quite. Look at my eyes, I cannot open them wider. I know it sounds dirty. This is ridiculous. So I said there will be no vlog this week or next week. As I said, I don't know. Because basically I don't really feel like vlogging, but there's quite a few things I really want to document for you. But first, not sponsored, sorry, but it's freaking cold. It's cold as my soul, and I need to take a sip before it warms up, because I don't know, everything warms up very quickly near me. Coincidence? I don't think so. That probably will be the best thing I've tried today, or maybe not, because I have a plan. But from the beginning, it's almost 4 p.m. I have an hour left of work. I just did a quick break for a sandwich because I didn't have lunch. I mean, I was busy during lunch. I tried to get a nap. Didn't work out. So I basically tried to stop napping during the lunch because it doesn't work out anymore. It was like the half of hour I really needed during the day, and I really like that. I can see Danny has destroyed one of my brushes. I mean, not totally, but I will need to get it wet and shape it correctly, and I hope it will stay like this. Danny, mother loves you, but be careful, girl. So, I did a break for a sandwich. Here's a bun. Here's a cottage cheese with red radish. It's not called horseradish. Horseradish is this big white one. This is radish, red one. So this is cottage cheese with radish. I will have that, and I will have my favorite. Guys, I really love cheese. The main fact that I cannot be vegan is because I love cheese. I love cheese. Like, I really like almond milk. I haven't tried oat milk yet, but it's to be determined if I like it or not. But I love cheese. Guys, there's me, my cats, and cheese. No, me, my cats, Loki, and cheese. So this is the family of ours, and these are my favorites. Like this, I don't know, this snack bits of cheddar mozzarella, just these sticks, and they sell them, and I love them. I could buy like a brick of cheese and eat it, but these are so satisfying. Just I don't have explanation, but I usually have a few of these in my fridge just to snack in between. But regarding snacking, it's already almost 5 minutes of me talking without no point. Regarding snacking, since I moved here, it turned out I lost 7 kilos. You can't see it. You can't see it because camera does this thing to people, and I can't see it when I look at myself in the camera as well. But when I look at myself in the mirror, I can see that my boobs are finally getting bigger than my stomach, which recently, after my it's been years ago, but after my last change of meds, me gaining weight transformed from the whole body just to my stomach. So I'm not bad, but the stomach though. And I know we should embrace it, but it's not in the state I can embrace it yet. And because of my meds, I have a terrible issues with losing the weight. Yeah, I tried a few times. Now I don't really care, but I noticed that my boobs got bigger than my stomach. And boobs, if you're a guy, you don't know this, but if you're a girl, you know that boobs are the last part of you to gain weight. They are the first thing to lose weight from, so your boobs are getting immediately smaller when you lose weight, but when you want to gain some weight to make your boobs bigger, it never happens. This is just a meme and a fact, and a meme and a fact. So I noticed in the mirror while dancing, don't. I dance to metal, okay? Never mind. I noticed that my boobs got bigger than my stomach, and I was like, what the fuck? What happened? No matter how hard I try to lose weight, it doesn't work. Except stress. Stress works perfectly, but never mind. We are not here to talk about this. We are here to talk about me losing weight, which is a miracle, basically. But since I moved here, of course, I'm not eating just these full meals we used to have together when we lived together with Kuba. I eat much smaller, and I don't eat. The only pasta I've had since I moved was instant noodles, and that's pathetic. But I had issues with my stove. I have issues with my brain, so I don't use my stove. But now when me and my mom finally figured out how to do it safely so I don't get paranoid that I will burn everything, I had a fire in my kitchen in my family home when I was home alone. That was traumatic. It was years ago, but still. Since then I don't use the oven. I used to love baking, but well. Yeah. And I noticed I lost some weight, and I decided to check that. My weight doesn't really change. It's never solid, stable, but it doesn't change like a sinusoid. So I decided to check that, and I did weigh myself, and I was like, what the fuck, girl? What the fuck? Of course you don't eat pasta every day, 8 times a week. You don't eat pasta, but you don't eat potatoes either. And you don't eat meat that much either, except McDonald's. And you don't really eat that much protein and carbs anymore. So, what the fuck? I need to balance my diet. I know I need to, but it's in progress. And this is slowly going to the state of my idea, which appeared in here somewhere when I was almost asleep but sleepless. And regardless, another sip. I'm talking for 10 minutes already. I'm so sorry you need to listen to that. Just skip it, or listen, or talk to me, or skip it, or listen, or talk to me. My diet drastically changed, but I'm in constant stress. I haven't slept more than an hour, maybe 2 hours a day since 3 or 4 weeks. I'm so tired, I'm not even tired, but I can't open my eyes. I'm so tired that when my alarm goes on in the morning, I'm laying there just looking in the ceiling, and there's a very famous scene from Polish movie. It's a very good but very hard Polish movie, and I'm laying there just eyes wide open, and oh shit, here we go again. But never mind. So I can't sleep. I have migraines more often than it usually happens, even if it happens pretty often. Anyway, so my diet has changed. I'm in constant stress because everything is beautiful, everything is wonderful. I have a beautiful, beautiful flat in the most beautiful city. I have my 2 kitties. I have fridge with food in it, some food in it. I have a bathroom. I have a bed. I have a roof. But I'm really struggling, mainly financially, but in general, this is the first time ever I'm living alone. And the reason, this is a trigger warning, we're going deeper into mental health situation. As you may know, I'm 31 already, and I was very scared to move out. Hi guys, Editing Mary here. I lost the plot when I was talking to you about that, so I wanted to quickly explain why I was very scared of living alone. Basically, I mentioned a trigger warning, and the thing was simple. I was very suicidal through my entire young adulthood, and I was so scared of living alone that because I was afraid anything could happen. That was my main scare, and that's mainly because I don't have a driver's license, because I don't trust myself, and that was the biggest issue. This is long story short. I was afraid to live alone because of that, and that made me stuck at home at 30. Not only because of my financial issues, like I wanted to study photography. It's a long story, and you don't really need to hear that because it's also so unnecessary. I met one of the most wonderful person in my life during my photography studying. Hi to Natalia, you know who you are. You always support me, even if we don't see each other anymore because you live abroad. You live in UK, but I love you so much, and I'm forever grateful I met you, and I would never have if we didn't met on the first day of photography school. And that was great for quite some time, and then I just snapped because I was it was very hard for me because I snapped. I felt like I was going backwards with my development as an artist, and I hated that. Oh my god, Fran from Franert, you probably, if you are watching a studio vlog in here, you know Fran just got her green card approved. Awesome. I'm so happy for her. She will never see it, but I'm so happy for her. I need to congratulate her. And the reason I got a notification because I'm a Patreon, so I highly recommend. I'm a patron. For now, Fran is the only person I am a patron of. Because I had to cancel some of my subscriptions. I really anticipate supporting through Patreon. I love it. I always recommend it for people to support even with $1 for artists they really love or like or admire, or I don't know, if you just enjoy someone's art, it's a good way to support even with $1, especially if a person is doing some more expensive artwork like ceramics. Ceramics and jewelry tend to be really, really expensive, and not everyone can afford it to support this way. So I always find even being a Patreon with $1 subscription, I think it's a saying thank you to the person. So I really anticipate supporting artists on Patreon. I love it. I used to have 5 subscriptions, but now only Franard's left because I love her videos she does for her Patreons, and the podcast is always so interesting. But I really love her. She's wonderful, and recently she came out as gay, and that was the biggest surprise of my life, actually. But never mind, I'm going all around. I can't focus on one topic. So, yeah, what I wanted to say. No, it will not be a part of the vlog. It will not be a part of the vlog because it's too long. I will put it as a chatty vlog because too long, guys. So, never mind. I lost a few kilos and I'm so surprised. But I can see that I have a waist when I dance. And it's weird for me. So be happy for me. I mean, I did not lose this weight in a healthy way because I stressed it out. I just stressed it out. Mainly, I can't really eat because every time I think about eating, I'm nauseous. So usually I'm a big person, okay? So when I'm having a breakfast, like a full breakfast, I usually have 1.5 or 2 buns, and it lasts me for most of the day because it's not the best, but I usually have only 2 meals a day. It's the worst, but I usually do have 2 meals a day. And now I'm having 1 bun, and I didn't even start it. I didn't even open the cheese, and I'm already nauseous. I can't eat this. And I would not think about it as an eating disorder because I would not. Just let's not be paranoid. It's not an eating disorder. I'm just stressed out. I'm just stressed out and I can't eat. I can't sleep. And I'm in the state of constant balance between crying and laughter. So for example, yesterday I cried to Jaskier. I cried to my cat. I cried to my cat that I can't afford having them, and I can't afford living here, and I can't afford being an artist for fun, that my shop makes no sense, that I should just spend more time looking for a second job instead of doing my art. Jesus Christ, I was crying to my cat for a few hours yesterday, and in the same time I was working. So I was like typing just regular email stuff, and I was crying to my cat. But today I called my mom. It was, I don't know, it was 10 a.m. I called my mom. I had I don't even make coffee anymore. I have a Starbucks latte macchiato, iced latte macchiato or iced macchiato, vanilla macchiato in the fridge, and it's all chemistry because the term of date of use is very long. But if it was shorter, if I got a bottle of cold brew from the local coffee shop, it would go bad because I can't even take myself to get a coffee. I had a coffee yesterday because I went outside. Just to get some things. I didn't want to order a delivery because that was just tiny little things, and I needed to take out the trash as well. So yeah, I'm oversharing. I will show you something. If I decided to be a separate vlog, I decided to show you something. I had to leave the house, take the trash out, and I need to buy some things, and a horrible storm took me. Of course I could run home but everything I bought, including me and all my documents and all my me in general, would be soaked wet. So I decided to wait a little bit so it stops raining even a little bit. So I stepped by Napar Coffee, of course, because I was just in the area. Like here, when I live, everything is in the area, so I just stepped in because it was raining and I was there. I got myself a piece of cheesecake and a coffee as usual, and I couldn't finish it. I had the best coffee, the best nitro tonic coffee. I couldn't finish it. Not even telling about the cake. I had few bites of the cake and I was like, I'm going to pass out in 3 seconds. Help me, God. But none of the gods answered. None of the gods answered. Because Odin doesn't give a fuck. I had this coffee, I felt pretty nauseous, so I decided to wait next door, and next door there was a bookstore. Few weeks ago, I was there because sometimes I just go past it. And this is a little tiny, very cute bookshop, and I was like, do you have this new Ted Bundy book? I can't remember the author because since I stopped working in a bookshop, I have no knowledge about current books and current premieres and current authors. Nothing. Like I pushed it out of my mind because the work was so traumatic. I mean, I loved the work itself. It was very nice. The clients were crazy, but they always are. I loved working with books. It was cool, but I was so physically exhausted, and my coworkers, especially my boss, never mind. It was not the best time of my life. I don't really recommend working in retail to anyone, but we all have to go through this because we are young, we are just after school, we have no job, we have no experience, we have to work in retail. And if you're a person like my dad who loves working with people and who loves working in retail, I mean, he's not working in a shop, he's just his almost his own company, like construction related, so it's not retail itself, but he works with people all the time and he loves it. I'm not like this. My dream job always was like, I would love to sit in an archive of some sorts and just sort out the documents, maybe put some labels on them. That would be my perfect job, because it would not collide with my life. And this is how I see my current job, actually, that it doesn't collide with my life. I mean, it's very responsible job. I need to admit that, because it's an important job, okay? But after hours, I just don't give a shit, and that's great. But I'm still going all around this. I went into this bookstore and I was like, remember I was asking for this Ted Bundy novel book, true crime book, do you maybe? And he was like, yes. And I was like, oh no. So I got it. It's by Anne Rule, and this is a girl who knew him, who was his friend, and apparently everyone says it's an excellent book. I really hope the translation is very accurate, because it's the key sometimes. I'm really excited about this book, and I've never heard Ted Bundy's story told right. Correct me if I'm wrong, because there's so much more than a charming Low student. He was not a low student in the first place. I mean, later he was, but in the first place he wasn't. Never mind. I don't do true crime. Even though I had a huge dream. I have it on my bucket list that I will do an extensive material about Ted Bundy. And I would tell the story how I want it to be told. But it requires so much work, I just can't get into it. But it's on my bucket list. I will do it one day or not. Don't take it as a promise. So yeah, I took the book. I came back home, all wet. Ted was wet. Ted was wet. I mean, I want to clarify one thing regarding this guy. I hate him. He's disgusting, he's vile, but I want the story told right, because I'm a huge fan of true crime, because sometimes people are fascinated with these characters of people, because these are real people after all, but my question is always the same. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? What was the reason? What was the real reason? Why the fuck? So this is my question with every true crime story. What were you thinking? Like, why the fuck and what were you thinking? These are just two questions I want to ask to every single one of these criminals. Disgusting. Although some of them are badass, and I'm not saying this as a compliment, but they are totally like stupid, but impressive. Never mind, I don't want to talk about it now. It's 30 minutes video. Wow, great. So I got a book. I'm tired. I wanted to talk about my mental health a little bit. I just wanted to talk to you guys. And the second battery of today is ending. Wow. Never mind. I think I should finally eat something, because I decided to. I didn't tell you about the idea. So I have an idea. It came to my mind at night that I will make a dish. Rice noodles with carrots and green peas, some soy sauce, and the vegan chicken. Because there's a new kind of vegan chicken available here locally, and I really want to try it. That's the idea. So this was the idea I wanted to tell you for the whole video. You're welcome. Okay, I'm leaving you now. Thank you so much for listening to me rambling. Share some comments. I will be very happy. I want to open the shop this weekend, but we will never know, because we will never know if you ever see this video. If I ever post it, I don't know. Okay, the battery is really flashing. Thanks guys so much for watching and for listening to me. See you in another video. Jaskierku? No tak.